Today on the show, we're going to give our vision a boost. Hey guys, it's Sam with The Blind Spot. I apologize for that terrible pun. Today we are taking a look at a new device called SeeBOOST. It's by a company named Evergaze. They reached out to me and sent me this device, wanted me to check it out. Now the interesting thing is this device is being marketed towards individuals with age-related macular degeneration. But the developers are finding that it actually is helping a lot of different types of vision impairment. So as we take a look at this device, I want to mention that this is actually a prototype that they sent me. This is not the complete final design of this device. They're going to change a couple little things here and there. So what we are looking at here is pretty close, but not the final design. The device has a very simple function. It's very much like having a digital monocular strapped to a pair of your glasses. And that's the idea that they were going with when they designed this device. There's lots of devices out there that cover your eyes. Some will completely enclose your eyes. Some have two screens right in front of your eyes, leaving your peripheral open, which is great. But the designers of this device, they didn't want that. They didn't want two screens covering up the eyes because they wanted to give the user the ability to see things at a distance, but they also didn't want to block the face entirely. You guys know in human society, eye contact is very, very important, which is kind of a bummer for us when a lot of us can't make eye contact. But when you're sitting there talking to a person, it's a little uncomfortable to be talking to someone and they have this giant machine on their head. The developers left part of the face open, not only for that reason, but also to allow the user the ability to see their surroundings, to be able to see something and then decide if they want to zoom in and see it a little more clearly. And this device does that perfectly. There's a camera on the front, and then on the back there's a fairly large screen, much larger than some other devices that we've seen. And you'll also notice that the device is permanently attached to the glasses. In fact, when someone purchases this device, these glasses are specifically made for them. The device is positioned according to their PD number, their pupillary distance number. So it is perfectly optimized to work for that individual. There is a wire that runs down the arm of one of the glasses, and this wire connects to a controller. And this is another aspect of the SeeBOOST that I love. It's the simplicity. There's no on or off button. All you do is attach the cord to the controller. And you guys know from my other videos, I can't stand trying to plug things in. Plugging things in is a nightmare in the VIP community. So the guys over at Evergaze have solved that problem by making a magnetic connection. All you do is slide it into the little groove here and it pops right in. It self-guides itself in there. It's super easy. And as soon as it clicks in, the device powers on. Whenever you're done using it and you want to take it out, there's a little notch here for a fingertip or fingernail, and you just pop it right out. The device turns off, super easy. Another aspect of the simplicity is that the controller only has one knob. That's it, one knob. You spin the knob to increase or decrease the magnification. The knob also acts as a button. So if you press the knob in, it changes the contrast of the screen, inverting the colors, which is great for reading. The controller also comes with a really long neck strap, so you can wear it around your neck, making it completely hands-free. Of course, the battery is rechargeable. It takes about 3 hours to charge the device, and then the battery lasts for about 6 hours of continuous use. Now, as I said, this is a prototype and they're planning on changing a few things. Inside this device right now, there's a fan to help dissipate the heat. You can hear the fan come on. It's a little bit loud. They're planning on getting rid of that fan and redesigning the device in a way that they don't need the fan for the heat anymore. You guys, if you saw my unboxing video, you saw that it came in this giant case. Somebody actually in the comments said it was a gun case and I should be careful carrying it around. I don't know if that's true or not, but they are planning on changing all of that. They're gonna also provide a nice carrying bag with it to make it easier to transport around and travel with. They're planning slight design differences with the controller. I think they mentioned changing the color of the button/dial here, changing it to white so it's higher contrast, easier to see. They're also planning on offering different sizes of the screen. During their testing, some people have mentioned that they wouldn't mind a larger screen, so they're planning in the future offering several different sizes. And then even for those few people that would like dual screens, they're going to offer a model that features that. And then I was speaking with the CEO, Pat, of the company, and he was telling me that a benefit of the dual screen system is that they're going to have two cameras. Each screen will have its own camera, dedicated camera, which is very unique. Most of these wearable devices, eSight, New Eyes, those sort of things, they only have one single camera. But the benefit of having two cameras would be bringing back depth perception. So that would be really, really cool. Put it on and you can actually tell how far away things were and you can judge depth. That would be really, really impressive. The price right now for the SeeBOOST is $3,500. It's very comparable to a new CCTV system, but the developers also have stressed that they are planning on lowering that price in the future. They offer a 60-day money-back guarantee, which is really good. There's also an option you can get to receive upgrades in the future. Whenever someone purchases the SeeBOOST, they get 2 hours in-home training, which is crazy. An Evergaze representative will come to your house and give you 2 hours of training with the device. Then they also offer phone support after that if you need it. So what are my thoughts on the SeeBOOST device? I think it's really cool. I think it's great. I love that it's a larger screen. In fact, one of my biggest complaints for the CyberEyes device is that the screen was way too small. And I had even said if it were 2 or 3 times bigger, it would be great, which this one is. This one is much larger, so it's much easier to see. Now, however, I am one of the ones that would actually prefer an even larger screen. My vision is at the point, I'm about 24 to 2600, and my vision is at the point where this is just barely not enough for me. I can use it, I can see detail in someone's face. Now for me, using the device, it actually works better if I close my right eye, which is the eye that is not being covered up by the screen. And then I can see the screen on the device much better. It's much wider. I can see the full screen. Whenever I open up my right eye, and I have both eyes open, the screen is a little bit washed out by everything I can see through my right eye. Now, if I were to try and read though, this just isn't quite strong enough for me. And once again, that's just because I am right on the edge of the level of vision that it's been designed for. But you know, like I said before, that's the case for me, but it might not be the case for you. If your eyes aren't as bad as mine, then you would probably do very well with this device. I showed this to one of my colleagues at work who is 2200, and she was really impressed with it. In fact, she spent a long time staring at the artwork in her office because she could see the detail in the painting for the first time. She could see the colors, and she was just really, really impressed. So this does work great for some people, but keep in mind that it's not going to work for everybody. Oh. Okay. On a side note, I just discovered another benefit of having the magnetic power connector. If you happen to drop your controller, the magnetic thing just pops right out. So that's great. Normally it would either yank these right off your face or maybe pull the wires out. So the fact that it just pops right off, that's a good feature. I like that. So that is the SeeBOOST. If you guys have any questions about this or any of the things I ever talk about on my channel, please let me know down below. I'll do my best to help out. Or you can send me an email at theblindspot@gmail.com. Link to that will be down below as well. I'll put a link down there for the SeeBOOST website where you can get more information from them. And speaking of the SeeBOOST team, big thanks to them for sending out this device for me to check out for a short time. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing what they come up with in the future. Thank you again for watching, guys. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with all the videos coming out in the future. My name is Sam and this is The Blind Spot. We will see you next time.